Okay, so I'm going to be recording this and I will definitely post this on my Facebook page as well as on my YouTube channel. So you can subscribe to Upright Solutions on YouTube as well. So this this video will be on there as well. Let me get this here. We're going to go ahead and get started. Okay. We're not going to be on this long, but I do want to just kind of chat a little bit tonight. Holiday season is kicking in, and I know a lot of people are looking at their money situation and buying gifts and getting all that kind of stuff together. And so I decided to do this because I wanted people to understand that you don't have to spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars to plan an event for the holidays. The holidays are stressful enough, and so I just didn't want people to think that they had to do that. I wanted to kind of present some tips, that would prove to be a little bit more economical for you guys. So I'm going to introduce myself real quick. My name is Tanya, and I am the Chief Administrative Officer for Upright Solutions and also Prime Events, which is an event consulting business. I also do marketing, and I do virtual assistant work. So some of the things, I have a checklist, and you can go to my website. I'm going to post it here. And you can go on my website, and the checklist that I'm going to talk about, kind of go over tonight, it is on my website. So you can click on it and get that little freebie if you'd like. But with planning an event, even for if it's for the holidays, it's really, 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 really key and important that you have some type of schedule. You have something to go by instead of, just winging off the cuff, because it can get really hectic and really stressful. So, let's see here. So I'm going to kind of go down this little checklist here, and we're just going to kind of talk about it. The first thing that you would do in planning an event, and this is with any event, but we're talking about the holidays, and we know the Christmas holidays is what's pending, what's coming up. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to focus on that, and it's important that you establish a date. And when you're picking a date, make sure that you're picking a date that is what I call a hot spot, a hot date, because it's the hot spot dates are the key dates that where people are in the festive mood and are wanting to, have somewhere to go, a place to party. Now, the dates that, if you Google this, you'll find this, that, that they said that the top hot dates for this Christmas season is December the 12th, the 18th, and the 19th, that weekend. But I want to add the 26th. And the reason why I want to add the 26th, because after you have spent the time with the family and you've hung out with everyone at the company, the office, you've just gotten that little break. Now you really want to just kind of like let your hair down and have a little extra fun. So I would add December the 26th to that, for that date, for picking a hot spot date. So you make sure that you pick a date, and a time frame, I would say around 6-7 o'clock, because you don't want people to be so exhausted to the point that they've just lounged around all day waiting to get ready for the party, and then come 9-10 o'clock and it's like I don't feel like going anywhere, because you're still kind of full off of turkey or stuffing or whatever. So I would say, around 6 o'clock, 6:30, 7-ish. That would be like the pretty much perfect time that gives you time to make sure that everything is in place. Establish what kind of event you want to host. If you want this to be sort of like a relaxed event, where everybody's just coming together and just eating, and just talking and having a good time, or if you want something a little bit more formal, and you kind of want this to be a little bit more on the upscale, and you want to have some upscale entertainment, decide on what type of event that you want, because that's key, and exactly on how you're going to plan it and what type of venues you need to be looking for. And it's going to decide on whether you're going to need a caterer or not. So, all of that is the key thing, that you make sure that you have your date, and you also make sure that you establish what type of event that you're wanting to host, okay, to plan. Okay. And also, this is good even for if you want to do like a New Year's Eve bash type of thing, because I know a lot of people, going to be, planning parties and doing things like that for New Year's, but this is also good for that as well. Make sure that you establish, exactly what type of theme that you want for the event, so that you can set the tone for how you plan it and how you approach your guests. Okay. Next, you come up with a budget. You need to decide on a budget and how much money that you think you're going to spend, how much money you plan on spending, how much money you have to spend. So that is key. That is important to make sure that you start off with a budget, because I have had clients that they have like these wonderful ideas, but they don't have a budget. Because the first thing I ask them when they sit and they tell me, well, I want to do this and I want to do that and I want to host this and I want to host that. And I said, okay, so what is your budget? What is your budget looking like? And it's kind of like, so it's like they have like no clue, no idea on what type of budget that they hadn't even really thought about it. So it's very important that you establish your budget. Make sure that you have some type of idea on how much money that you want to spend for this, because we're still in the holiday season, and you've already spent money on food for Christmas, and you spent money on gifts and that type of thing. So keep it in your budget as far as spending. Keep the budget small. We're not throwing some big soiree, because you're looking at, your economical situation here. So look at how much money that you plan on spending. And also, and when you prepare your budget, this is on the checklist that's on my website, that include your venue, the place that you're going to have it. And we're going to talk about that in a second as well. Decorations, if you plan on having decorations, the food, if you plan on hiring someone to cater, if you're planning on having entertainment, are you having somebody that's going to come and DJ your event? Are you going to have somebody that's going to come and sing or anything like that? So if you make sure that when you have somebody that's going to be doing if you're going to have somebody that's going to be doing the entertainment, also, if you're planning on hiring somebody that's going to be a comedian, I've known people that have done holiday parties where they've had a comedian. So, and it's been somebody that's that's in their office, somebody that they work with, or it is a family member. These are tips that you can use to to streamline your budget here when you're planning an event. Always, look at your resources. Check your resources. Don't be so quick to want and just go and spend money. If you've got somebody, a funny person that's in your family that wouldn't mind, doing a entertainment spot for your event, for your party, your holiday party, great, go with that. Streamline your resources. Also including your budget, the type of beverages. Some people have an open bar. I've even known people to sponsor, not to sponsor, but to have like a candy bar or a fruit bar where they use it, as part of their entertainment, where they're playing particular games and things like that. For their holiday party. So these are different little ideas, work that into your budget. And you always divide your budget up into a proposed budget and an actual budget. Your proposed budget has the things that you want to do, that you want the DJ, you want somebody's going to come and they're going to tell jokes, and you have somebody that, depending on, this goes back to what I said earlier about, the theme, this is going to be like more of like a family oriented party, or is it going to be a party for co-workers, or is it just an adult party, friends and family just getting together after the holidays? So this is very key and very important to make sure that you don't run into the problem of like completely losing your mind on how much money you're spending, because you want a proposed budget of what you plan on spending and what you actually do spend. So keep tabs on your spending. I always tell people that when they're planning events and they come to, they say, well, I want to spend this and I want to do this and I want to do that. And then they start spending money. And then they're kind of like looking crazy because they don't have, a certain amount of money to purchase this or to purchase that. So you keep a tab on everything that you're purchasing. Keep your receipts, just put it in a bag, Ziploc bag or whatever, and say, okay, this is for the event, or the party. These are the receipts. You keep up with your spending. And shop around. Don't be so quick to the first thing that you see and say, oh yeah, I'm going to just get that. Shop around, look for bargains. This is the holiday season, so people are putting things on sale. So, shop around, and sometimes even people are willing to even donate services, limo services. If you're doing a more upscale type of event, holiday party, look around for people that are donating their services, limo services, or people that are donating even food items or things like that. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more as well, about the food. So next, you should draft your guest list. And when you are planning an event, you want to look at the you want to look at being able to provide for everybody that you invite. And you also want to be able to provide for the people you didn't invite. And the reason why I say that is because unless you do an RSVP, you're going to always have somebody extra that's going to come to the party. So make sure that you draft a guest list, and that you also leave extra room for a few more other people, because this is, and you plan your budget around your guest list. Okay, plan your budget around your guest list, and make sure that you have enough food, you have enough drinks, and that the venue will be able to seat everyone for your party. Okay, so then you select your venue. I wouldn't suggest, and I know a lot of people do this around the holidays, but I really wouldn't suggest that you rent some big name place, especially around the holidays, because number one, they're going to be packed. Number two, the prices are going to just be crazy. So to save you money, choose places that have like little conference rooms that are for little or nothing. If you are just doing like a little get together with family and friends, I would suggest that you even try some of the dining halls at restaurants. Try that, where you can just have like a closed-in setting and you're not really paying any money. And there are a lot of restaurants that will come and use those for free. And if they do charge, it's not a lot of money. You're not going to come out a lot of money. And then that helps cut down on a lot of your costs. You don't have as much to decorate and all of that. So, that's a money saver right there in choosing your venue. Also, I even know people that they have planned events and parties at different type of bars, where they just have like a little section that's just off to them. And so they have the people there, the restaurant where they are, or the bar there, they cater the food. So that's like a 2-in-1 deal. So, look at those type of money savers right there, instead of going and renting these big community halls and places like that. Now we're going to get to the part that I love the most, which is food. And so a lot of people, depending on what type of event that you're having, if you are doing something that's like for friends and family, you may want to do potluck. And if so, make sure that you plan out a menu. And even if you don't do potluck, still do a menu so that you can, and I know people that have done potluck, and what's the bad thing, the negative thing that I see with potluck dinners or parties is that you've got people that get stuff, that bring stuff that doesn't match, that doesn't go together. You got somebody that's bringing spaghetti, and then somebody else is bringing lobsters, and you got somebody else is bringing something else, and it's just clashing. And especially like if you have a theme, you want your menu, you want your food, you want everything to flow within the menu. Okay. And like I said, you're looking at ways to save money, and potluck is good. It's a good idea, but make sure that you have a menu already prepared. And when you send out your guests, when you send out your invitations, we're going to talk about that next, but when you get ready to send out your invitations, then you already have a copy of your menu and say, hey, I would like for you to bring one of these items. It's potluck, blah 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 blah. Okay, so make sure that you decide on the food, whether you're going to have it catered. And if you're going to have it catered, I said this earlier about bargain shopping. Choose someone that that can do something economical. Even if you decide to do the food yourself, don't go all out and just crazy, because you're coming off of you're getting ready to eat turkey and dressing and stuffing and all that kind of stuff. So I even suggest, which is a good money saver, is that take some of your leftovers and create beautiful hors d'oeuvres with that. Make some little turkey and stuffing hors d'oeuvres, or take some of your pies and cut them up, cube them up, and with some little toothpicks, and there you go. You've got some little some little dessert, little pokers, whatever. So be economical, just use what you have. Don't be so quick to say, oh man, I cooked dinner for mom and dad and everybody, and I spent like $300 something feeding the family. Now I'm planning this party because me and my friends, we're getting ready to have this like little Christmas little get together, and now you're thinking that you're going to come out of $200 more, when you can just take that leftover food from the Christmas dinner and you can make some little hors d'oeuvres with it. You can take some of the turkey and you can just kind of put like some parsley and lemon pepper seasoning on it, and pan fry it with a little olive oil, and just cut those up and make some little mini subs out of them, or like with your coordinator that I've worked with in the past, they've had like the little little small little bitty cups, the little plastic cups, and like you could take like little macaroni and put that in there, put little sprigs of parsley in that, with the little mini spoons, that with or like with your different little types of casseroles, and you can use that as well. So that is a good money saver as well, if you plan on doing the food yourself. And if you're going to cater, just shop around. You don't want to spend a lot of money, but I would really suggest that if you're really trying to save money, either do potluck, or you can use some of your Christmas dinner leftovers and just make some pretty nice little hors d'oeuvres with them. Also, if you plan on doing a fine dining party, I can suggest that you do pretty much the same thing. You can always spruce up leftovers, or you can have some things that you've already purchased, and you can have people to even donate. So don't make it to where it's like difficult and crazy. Okay, you don't want to spend like thousands of dollars on a party. People are going to only be there for like 3 or 4 hours. And beverages. Pinterest is like one of like the coolest inventions ever with social media, because they have so many ideas on how to spruce up the simplest thing like punch. Juices, those type of things. If you drink alcohol, there are also ways that you can be economical with that. You can even do like the little cup shots as well. So those are ways that you can save money in planning your holiday party without having to just be crazy and spending a whole lot of money there. Next, you would select and book your entertainment. And the reason why I put entertainment in is because it's really not a party or an event if you don't have somebody doing something. Okay. So if I mentioned earlier that I've known people that sometimes, you hire somebody to be a comedian, somebody that you want to just come, tell some jokes, to just relax and have fun. There are simple games that you can play. And, I wouldn't spend a lot of money on doing things like that. But, have you some type of entertainment, something that's pretty economical that you're not spending a whole lot of money on. If you don't want to have the comedian or play the games, maybe you would, want somebody to come and sing at your holiday party, or to do poetry, depending on what your theme is for your party, So book you some entertainment. if you like I said earlier, use your resources, there might be somebody in the office that is good at singing, or somebody who's good at game hosting. They can host games really well at a party. So use your resources and say, Jim, hey, I'm planning on throwing this Christmas party for a few of the guys here at the job, the day after Christmas. Do you know of anybody that's really good at being like kind of like a game show host, out, because that's the type of entertainment I want. And guess what, Jim knows somebody. He's like, yeah, Bob on the third floor, he knows somebody, and his cousin does that, and he'll do it for little or nothing. So use your resources. The people that are right there with you, they are your pipeline to helping you to plan your party, your event. Next, evaluate your budget. Go back and evaluate your budget. Go back and look at how close you are with your actual budget versus your projected budget, on how much you're actually spending. Pull out your receipts and say, okay, this is how much I've spent. This is how much I plan to spend. Am I within my budget? Evaluate your budget. Make sure that you're staying on target and on key. And then you do your invitations. And what is very, very, very economical are email invitations. You can do them real pretty. MailChimp. You can get the free version and create those. Also, you can just do Word documents, and you can save them as PDFs and send them out. Email them. Email those nice little pretty things there, inviting people. You don't have to always go and buy invitations. You can do everything from your computer. So that's economical. And post out, send out memos. If you're doing an office party or event, just send out memos and let everybody know that, hey, we're having the Christmas party at such and such place, and this is the theme. And if you're doing potluck, list the menu, and please RSVP what you're bringing. And it's really simple. It doesn't cost a lot of money to do that. Choose your decorations. And when you're selecting decorations, select something that's like really simple, but that's going to look nice and elegant. Christmas lights are perfect. They're always perfect. They're always perfect. They're not expensive. You can find Christmas lights anywhere for sometimes a little or nothing. And especially like the day after Christmas, if you're doing an after Christmas party or event, you can always find those on sale. That's usually the first thing that goes on sale, is the wrapping paper and Christmas lights. So, it's very simple decoration. I've also seen where like they have like the little glass, like kind of like jars, and they just put the little floating candles with some water and some colorful rocks in there. Boom, there it is. You have nice decorations for your party. Not a lot of money. You can go to Dollar Tree and get that stuff. So I really, 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 really think that that's just like really cool to, to make sure that you're not spending a whole lot of money. Because I'm gonna tell you, I don't know about you, but when I spend a whole lot of money, I get stressed. Okay, so you want your event, you want your party to be nice, but you don't want to be going into the toilet and putting it on. So you want something that's really nice. So these are some nice little tips that can help you to save money. Also, if you're planning on doing gifts, if you're doing the type of event where you're giving like little goodie bags, little party favors, some good ideas for that would be like some little chocolates, little mints. That's nice. I also have like a list of stocking stuffers, and these were things that I was just kind of like sitting and thinking about, things that I've done for other people in planning events, giving different ideas to them. So I got a list of some different little good stocking stuffers, some little gift cards. You can even use those as door prizes for the person who showed up first. Or if you're doing an open event party, whoever brought the most guests, Get a gift card. Also, cash is always good. And also like those little footies, those little booty things. Those things are like so comfortable. And you can get those even at the dollar store for like $1. And they come in like really nice, pretty colors. And they're very comfortable. They keep your feet warm. So I know a lot of people appreciate that. Perfumes, body sprays. These are things that you can like get like, for little or nothing, under $5. And day planners. If you're doing something with the guys and gals at the office, little day planners that you can get from the dollar store. And those are great gifts, great little stocking stuffers. Coupons. That's like the big, huge thing that's going on now is couponing. So coupons, you can have those as stocking stuffers for your guests. Also, another thing, and I know that this is like totally completely weird, but this is a great stocking stuffer. Preserves, little jars of like little jams and jellies. Those are very cool too, as little stocking stuffers or little gifts, for your guests. So, come up with some things, that's pretty economical, something that you don't have to spend a lot of money on. And you can decorate those little jars with little or nothing, with little materials and things from the dollar store. As you can tell, I love the dollar store. So also, they even have like the small little packs of the gift wrapping paper. You can even give those out as little gifts for your guests. So once you've chosen your decorations and your little goodies for your guests to give away, if that's what you choose to do, follow up with your venue. Make sure that if you're hosting it at a restaurant that you're checking back with them, because I have run into this with some of my clients that they've reserved a place, and then the day of the event or the 2 days prior to the event, they've overbooked, they double booked. So, and it becomes like it just crazy. It becomes chaotic. So you want to make sure that you follow up with your venue, and you want to do this at least a week and 48 hours. I would prefer 72 hours, but you want to do it a week and a half and 72 hours before your party to make sure that, and you want to do this twice. You want to do it twice, and you want to make sure that everything is solid, and that, hey, we're having this party here in the Boom Boom Room at 6:30 on December 26th. We want to make sure we got that straight. So, you make sure you follow up, and check with your caterer, entertainment. If you've got a DJ, if you got a VJ, whatever. Because I've known people, that's a cool idea too. Just show videos, different videos, funny videos, comedy videos, or whatever, that's good entertainment as well. So, you follow up with your entertainment, and also send reminders out to your guests about the party. And this is a cool way to send out reminders, that you don't just say, remember, just sending out a reminder that the party is December 26th. Make it cool, make it fun, and said, hey, are you ready to party? Are you ready to do whatever, or if you have a particular theme, you can say something in relation to your theme. So, make your reminder. You want the reminder to, put something on your guest's mind that says, yeah, I'm not going to forget that party. Yeah, I'm planning on being there. So that is pretty much it. Also, I really didn't have any, anything else. If anybody has any comments, you post it in the chat box. And as I said earlier, you can go to my website and you can get a copy of the checklist. It's free. And there is a button there, and you just go on my website, uprightsolutions.com, and post it. And don't forget to tweet anything that stuck out to you from this blab tonight and use the hashtag holiday event planning, Upright Solutions, party tips. Hashtag party tips, hashtag Upright Solutions, hashtag holiday event planning. I enjoyed you guys tonight. And if nobody has getting tongue tied here. And if nobody has anything, any comments or anything that they like to say, then we're gonna check out of here. And I just want to thank everybody that tuned in tonight. And I really enjoyed myself. And I'm to be honest, I just really just started just getting my juices flowing on different ideas and things that I want to be able to give to clients and prospective clients that are planning parties for this holiday. This is really one of the most fun times of the year where people are really just getting together and kind of relaxing. It's the end of the year, and so I just thank everybody for showing up